Hello there. So welcome to another lazy AI user live stream. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to demo how some of the different AI bots stack against each other in completing a task. So one of the things that I want to do is I want to put together a list of links. So I'm going to go on somebody's podcast. They have sent me a form to fill out where they've asked me to give them all of my social media links and things like that. Now, I have some of these links on a Media Kit webpage already, and I want to copy paste them, but I don't want to right click them all and copy paste, and then list them all out. So I want to go grab that page, get all the links and copy paste them, or at least that's the idea. Now, in this demo, I am going to walk you through what I'm doing. So I'm not going to do it as quick as I would do it myself. And I'm also going to pit the bots against each other and see what the output is like. And so it's not, if I was just doing this myself, I would just do it and be done. So this isn't about saving time, at least not in this demo. It's about actually showing you how it works. So let me share my screen and show you what I'm doing. Okay, so first off, let me show you what I'm doing here. So I'm filling in this form. This is a form from a podcaster, and they say, please leave any links you want me to add to the show notes. So this is really common. And I want to add links to lots of things here. And this is a great place to put in links to books and podcasts and things like that. It's also really good for SEO to get links from other podcasters from their websites. So I want to fill in this section. I want to put in my website and my podcast, and you can see I stopped when I got to here because I want to add more in here. And I figured, okay, I'll go ask one of the AIs to go and grab it for me. Now I have a Media Kit page here. And on this page, I have links to all my socials here. You can see them here, these little icons, they'll link to my socials. And also on here, I've got other assets, like I've got links to my podcast, to my book, and to my Amazon page, and also to a whole bunch of other interviews that I've done. I don't want to get any of those. So I've got all of this. Here's another podcast. This is a Media Kit page, so I've got loads of other stuff, links to other books and things. Okay, so I want to grab as many of those as possible and put them in here. And so I want to grab them and copy and get them into a format. So what I've done is I've written up a little prompt here. I want you to read my Media Kit page and then make me a list of copy pastable links for me in the following format: name, space, URL. Okay. Now, one thing that if you do this with chatbots, with AI bots, if you actually give it an example, that can really help with your output. So I just went and I already had these two kind of halfway typed out. So I went and grabbed the LinkedIn one as well, just so it knows what I'm looking for. And so I'm saying, do it for all the links on the Media Kit page, group them by category, include social links, my website homepage, podcast, books, etc. And then I said, here's the URL to the Media Kit page. Okay. And that's to this page here. Right. So that's what we're starting with. This is our prompt. Right. So let's go over to Bard. So this is Google's new AI, and I'm just giving that prompt verbatim. We've given it the exact prompt that we're going to give to all of the others. So this is what Bard says. And Bard says, I'm just a language model, so I can't help you with that. So that's not particularly helpful. I don't know why Bard can't do this. It should be able to do it. If it's not going out and reading links, it's Google, so it should be able to go grab that. But obviously, it's not working. So now I have Bing. So when you open Bing, it starts chatting to you straight away. So this is actually a new chat in Bing. And so I'm going to give it that same prompt. So let's see what it will do. So there's my prompt. So it's going to do its best to help me. Here are links from the social media kit page I provided, grouped by category. Okay, this is interesting. So it's giving me social media links, Facebook, Twitter. So let's see, if I hover over these, that first link is to Canva. I can see that in the bottom right. It's actually obscured by my name here. So I'm going to open this link and just show you. This link opens up onto Canva Media Kit page. This second link, Twitter, and it is opening up. Where is that going? onto a communications toolkit at the California Department of Public Health. So that's a bit off the wall. And so we can see that the rest of these are to all of these other, so this is to the Oregon State government page, External Relations Division, Oregon Health Authority. Wow. Okay. So Bard, that's about as useless as Bing. Bing, that's about as useless as Bard. At least Bard said it couldn't do it. Bing is actually including wrong information here. And then it includes a podcast with no link, and then books, The Authority Mindset. This is not a book I've written, and website. So I hope this helps. No, that does not help. Okay, I'm going to go to ChatGPT next. So this is ChatGPT4, and browse with Bing is turned on. So let's see if ChatGPT does any better here. So here goes ChatGPT, browsing starting up. And let's see how it does. So Bard was very unhelpful, but at least it gave us the straight up I couldn't help. Bing gave us something that was just totally wrong. This is now browsing inside of ChatGPT. It's using the browsing method to access. So it says it's clicking on the recognizedauthority.com. So hopefully it's going and reading the page. And let's see what it comes up with. Still working away. Let's see if I click. No, it doesn't show anymore. It used to be that you could click on this and it would give you a little preview of what it was doing. Okay, it seems there was an error with my initial approach. Instead of making, and I'll just make this a little bit bigger for you. Instead of making assumptions about URLs based on visible text, I should extract the actual URLs directly from the page. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. So let me correct that and fetch the links from the page as you requested. I'll start by extracting the links from the Media Kit page. That's what I wanted to do. So just so you can see the original prompt was, I want you to read my Media Kit page and then make a list of the links in this format. So do it for all the links on the page and group them by category. And I've told it I want particular links: social, website homepage, podcast, books, etc. So now it's saying it's made another mistake. It's made an incorrect assumption about the web page structure led to errors. So now it's trying again. So I wonder what it's doing exactly, but it's obviously trying behind the scenes to grab links off of the page. This should be fairly straightforward. It's been unable to grab the links programmatically. So now it's giving me instructions on how to do it manually. So yeah, go look for the section where your books are mentioned, right click on the book title and select copy link address. This is exactly what I don't want to do. So it's giving me the format back. Okay, so this is not very helpful at all. So, okay, so we are 0 for 3 at this point. Bard has given us, I'm just a language model, so I can't help you with that. Bing came up with something which is probably worse, is it tried to help and it gave us something totally useless. ChatGPT has not been able to do it, and let's try Claude. Okay, so Claude, you're my favorite chatbot, so let's see how you get on. I'm banking on you here. So first thing is we see this error message coming up. Claude can't visit links. Responses may contain hallucination. Okay, well, at least we've got something coming up here. It's being honest here. But let's see what it's done here. So it's actually given us a list of copy-pastable links from your Media Kit page grouped by category. And it looks like it's made a lot of this stuff up. But this one is actually correct. The podcast link is correct. The YouTube link is correct. The website link is correct. The Amazon author page. This is interesting. Let's see if this one's right. So no, that's not correct. That's made up and it's incorrect. The Instagram one is incorrect. The Facebook is incorrect. It's got that in front of it. Pinterest, I actually don't know if that Pinterest one is correct. I haven't used or logged into Pinterest in about 5 years. So the Twitter is definitely wrong. Okay, so it's got all of those wrong. Now, there is one last thing that I can do here. And Claude is able to do this and none of the others can do this right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and do view source on this page, and I'm going to go grab the source code. So this is all the source code of this page. So Claude is able to do this because it's got a bigger input file. So I'm going to say try again, but with the following HTML code as the source for the links. And I'm going to paste in, and you can see here Claude, let me see if I can just make this a little bit bigger for you. Claude shows that the paste is nearly 200 kilobytes in size, so it's fairly big. And let's see what happens now. So I've asked Claude to pull it directly from the HTML and not from the actual website address. So now in that HTML, if we look in here, the links that I mentioned before, they are actually in here. So those links are in here. And so you can see, let me see, can I find any of the social ones? Yeah, so here's Twitter, YouTube, Amazon, and you can see that the links are on there. So Claude does have this text, so it is able to pull these out. Kilobytes is pretty big for an AI bot to be working with. The input file size is going to be a lot smaller for any of the others. So let's see what it's got here. No, it is hallucinating again. Okay, so we are 0 from 4. Claude has made a good effort. Let's see. This is Amazon Music. Yeah, I don't know where it's getting some of these. At least it's, you know, it's put together something where it's got something that looks right. So this is the best. It's still not great. Bard is terrible. Bing made an effort. Didn't give me the right format. It gave me these where it's kind of given a tooltip with the link. So it's actually outputting HTML rather than plain text. So it's not following the formatting instructions, but it is making an effort. ChatGPT just didn't work, wasn't able to work, even though the web browser tried to go and grab the web page. And then Claude gave the best. First of all, it gave the best guesses in terms of the wrong information, and the formatting was correct, but it wasn't able to read the code. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to go and get all of that information myself and copy paste. And to do that, it's going to take me about 1.5 minutes or 2 minutes instead of the 10 or 11 minutes that it took me to make this video for you. But I hope you found that little live demo interesting, and the comparison of the web browsing capabilities of these different chatbots as they are right now. Claude is still my favorite. I like the output that it gives me, and the fact that it's got a larger input file size is better. I tend not to be using these chatbots to write text in terms of writing stuff for me to use directly, like copy paste on the web or on social posts or anything. So because of that, I'm not so concerned about the quality of the text in terms of use it for things where it makes me more efficient, which is why I think I prefer Claude. If I was more concerned about the quality of the text in terms of the writing, I would probably be using the output from ChatGPT before Claude. And then I tend not to use Bing at all, and I tend not to use Bard at all. I think that Bard is getting better, and Google obviously have billions to put behind this, and it probably will be improving. So Bing is ChatGPT4. It's probably a bit more user friendly. You know, it's going to be integrating lots of kind of new features and things like that. So it is going to be pretty good as well, because Bing is on ChatGPT4. Microsoft are putting billions into OpenAI, which is the company that owns ChatGPT. So those two are kind of tightly interlinked, and they'll be improving at the same time. And I don't know anything about the business behind Claude. I know that it's hard to get onto it because when I signed up before they kind of tightened down on restrictions. It's only available in the US and the UK. I would like to subscribe to Pro. I'm not able to. It won't allow me. It says I'm in the wrong country for that. And I was lucky to be able to get onto it. I know some people have been messaging me and saying that they've been trying to get onto Claude. The input file size, like you can see, it took a 200 kilobyte input file, and it didn't do the right job with it, but it was actually able to take that in. And I have been using it for processing larger file sizes, and it's been pretty good for that. But unfortunately, my attempt to be lazy today and get AI to do my work for me has failed. But I hope you still found this useful and interesting, and I hope you enjoyed seeing how just one of the ways that you can use AI and get it to work. If I went and I copy pasted the sections of this code, the smaller sections, it would probably be able to deal with those, because there's going to be a lot less input. It's going to be less stuff for it to sort through. I think the fact that this one, it has so much to sort through, I think it's not able to handle that, even though it accepted the input. And then these were really disappointing. I have no idea why this wasn't able to read this at all. This is still clearly behind the curve. So again, thanks for watching. I hope you found it useful, and check back for some more lazy AI usage from me in the future. Cheers.